Right after my stroke, I was thinking about how lucky I was to have survived my stroke because I knew how serious it had been. And then right after that, I started thinking about my own patients, the people that I'd been working with here at West Park before I had the stroke, and the experiences that they had had, and the connection between my own experience and theirs. I think I realized that suddenly I was on the other side of the fence because when you're a professional and you feel that you have a good understanding of people's condition and what needs to be done to help them out, you feel like you're in the driver's seat in a way that's a little bit artificial, because until you're actually experiencing it yourself, you can't really appreciate what people are up against. So once I was on the other side and I was a patient and I was potentially having to face making some of the same choices that my patients have had to make, difficult decisions, it gave me a new perspective on that. One of the things that I do in my job here at West Park is act as an advocate for patients, and that's one of the reasons I went into social work. And having had this experience myself was a good reminder of why that's such an important role for some people. People who can't speak for themselves or don't have the information or don't have easy access to information need somebody to help them with that. It's powerful, I think, when people feel that they can relate to me on another level because I'm somebody with lived experience and I could bring that lived experience to helping them. It's also very effective motivator for some patients because they see that I've made a recovery, that they might be able to make that recovery too if they do some of the things that I've done. I think I've always tried to bring a human component to what I do as a social worker, and that having experienced the system myself as a rehabilitation patient, I can speak volumes to that, because throughout my time in the hospital, everybody was very kind to me. And I'm talking about the registration clerks, the cleaners, absolutely everybody, very nice. They would stop and take the time to talk to me and ask me how I was feeling. And it was just beautiful and very therapeutic. And so for me, it was a good reminder that human component, the relationship that we build with another person, how therapeutic that can be and how helpful that can be in somebody's recovery. But when I come to work, I think I've got to be that. I've got to bring that to everything I do, even if it's just a family member stopping me in the hallway and asking me for directions. Bring that to everything I do because I've experienced it myself, the power of that. You have to retrain your brain to make up for the part of the brain that died, right? And the way you do that is through sheer volume of exercise. So you have to be doing exercise all the time. You have to walk a lot or run or cycle. I have to be doing balancing stuff. So I go out in the parking lot and walk on the concrete. And I started a group with a group of other stroke survivors, and we're called the Stroke Survivors Advocacy Network of Canada. And it's a great group, a powerful group. I think we're going to affect real change in the way stroke rehabilitation is delivered in Canada. But it's also been very therapeutic for me. It's a wonderful group. Every time we get together, I feel energized, feel good and excited and motivated to get out there and get to work.